with those you love and those who are challenging you. Know that you have it within you to be the angel everywhere you go. And that's telling me self-discipline is required. Therefore, this is why there are times blocking someone is unavoidable, right? And it's because you don't want any back and forth. You don't want any disrespect. You don't want to be called out of your name. You don't want, cause you don't have time for it no more. You're retired. You just don't have time for it no more. And a lot of people feel like, okay, but yeah, I'm going to tell them what's on my mind. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that. I'm going to do this. And understand the energy that you have. If the next party refuses to engage in that energy, then you stuck with it. And because I will not be having any back and forth with anybody, I will continue to block. But the disclosure is one of the reasons why I had to even change my phone number. I was getting crank phone calls, right? And being called strange hours of the night, or being sent cryptic messages. And this is by a group of people. They went as far of beginning to contact me on apps as well. Not just my phone, not just my messages, but different apps. And it's very sad. It's very sad because I outsmarted them. If you find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with individuals who are slow at learning, right? And they continue to behave in ignorance, outsmart them. There was a time I was annoyed when I would be getting the phone calls, and it brought me to changing my phone number. Until I learned, how about you get a ringtone that you like, right? True story. So yesterday, I got call after call after call after call. People, they don't even wait 5 minutes, right? They don't even wait 2 minutes, right? They call, they hang up. They call, they hang up. They call, they hang up. Now, some people would be aggravated or upset. People, if you could only see me. Do you know I had a dance party all by myself? How about I put something on the ringtone that I love to hear? See, I love that beat. So if they call me on that beat, I'm going to have some movement going. They were just being the DJ. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach a point where you understand the population you're working with. Because I'm like, I don't see myself calling people 2 times. Like, I call you and I know you see me because I see you online. And which, that's on rare occasion because sometimes I don't even know how people could make the assumption that someone's online or not. Sometimes you could be on the phone, or sometimes someone else could be on your phone playing a game or whatever. Or sometimes you have your phone on listening to Pandora or listening to a podcast or whatever it is. So it's like you don't even know if the person's on the phone or not. Now, if you want to continue aggravating the person, you might end up just aggravating yourself. Because some people don't have the time. You understand? But I did enjoy the party. I had all by myself. I really did. And it allowed me to break into a sweat and release and detox. You understand? So, learn how to engage with those that carry the energy of love and those that just want to challenge you. Now, let me see what message this is, because hold on, because I just got another one. It says, know that God is behind you and with you every step of the way. The miracle you need is already within you. Trust in your power to light up the world. Okay? The miracle you need is already within you. And we all, I want to say supposedly, because I've come to the realization that some people really don't have a light in them. But those of us that do, trust in your power and continue. And continue to light up the world. Okay? I really am happy I came across this card in my spread, because I feel everyone can benefit from this card. It says, balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. I think all of us, excluding no one, all of us need to balance our masculine and feminine energies. Because that feminine energy is somewhat inviting and caring and nurturing and somewhat. But sometimes you need to set those boundaries and get in your masculine. You understand? You need to set those boundaries and say no is no. You need to set those boundaries and say I'm going to make this decision because that is what's best for me. Okay? In a feminine energy, many will find themselves saying that, or find themselves behaving in ways that are self-sacrificing, right? Putting people before you. Sometimes people who take you for granted, sometimes people who would never do that in return. And so a balance is required and something you should engage in. The next card, restoration of life, protection from adversaries, and wild beasts. Okay. So this is something that is available to you. Those who are on a road to healing. And this is something that I can testify on. Although I've had challenging times, I have always been brought back to where I belong, to my path, to my soul's purpose. So this is one of the roads that you will be taking your journey on. When you are striving to be in a state of healing, an energy of healing. And when you are in this energy, you are being reminded that you have protection. All sorts of protection. Whether spiritual, physical, mental. Just don't forget to ask. Some of us forget to ask. And you receive help when you ask for help. I said you receive help when you ask for help. Trying to see what. All right. Next message. Your relationships with those who are close to you are important. Remember to bring light to your current connections and relationships and workplace. The lessons you are learning and teaching must begin in your own life. And that is something, that is a message